Unpopular opinions are like children in your basement. Everyone's got a few. The Cybertruck looks cool, and I'm tired of pretending it doesn't, bro. Like, look at it. Where you see an angular hunk of metal, I see the future. Okay, but seriously, this car sucks mechanically, or should I say electronically. The steering wheel system isn't physical, meaning if that shit breaks connection while you're driving, you're getting a one-way ticket to Jesus. The body can rust, it's got no rust coating. If the water seeps inside the car, it can short circuit the computer inside. And if it catches on fire, the chemical fuel inside the battery makes it damn near impossible to put out without a fire hydrant. But even with all that, I think the overall design of the truck is really cool. I think the majority of the stigma comes from, you guessed it, Elon Musk. This guy's a goofball, absolute buffoon, clown, even. I love Trump as much as a straight man can love another man. Yeah, they were definitely fucking in the Oval Office. But yeah, the Cybertruck is dog shit, but I think it looks cool. Instagram Reels is better than TikTok, purely from a poster's perspective. And if you're watching this on the segments that I have inevitably posted on TikTok, TikTok isn't bad, it's the reason why Reels even exists. I just think that there are a few places where Reels beats TikTok. First, it doesn't have a fuck-ass shop page.
Okay, so after checking Instagram again, I realized that they do have a shop page, but it's not nearly as in your face as TikTok shop, so I'm leaving this part in.
TikTok shop was the first chop in the shins for this fuck-ass app. Who the fuck decided to attach bootleg Temu to an app that's already the most widely used in the world? Imagine if Google bought eBay and made it so every time you accidentally swipe to the right, you get flashbanged with anything from dog toys to dildos. Thank you, Xi Jinping. The second reason why Reels is less headache-inducing than TikTok is because of the freedom of speech. TikTok isn't as bad as, you know, Reddit, Truth Social, Blue Sky, but it's still dog water in the free speech category compared to Insta. I personally think that as long as a group isn't inciting violence, they should be allowed to congregate, regardless of who it is. If you want to make a group chat called the Society of Magical Negroes, go ahead. If you want to make a subreddit called Whites Only, personally, I don't care. Why would I go where I'm not welcome? But the Reddit admins might have something to say about it. I swear to God, I hate motherfuckers with those mini little dirt bikes. The dirt bikes that are like tiny little kid-sized dirt bikes, and you got a 20-year-old nigga riding one of those. So, bro, I hate that shit. TikTok definitely does enable some echo chamber behavior. Insta, on the other hand, just gives you random bullshit. Have a cute cat video under this George Floyd meme. Trans rights, and then the next post is some guy dying in a car crash. 3 Hitler memes in a row, and then an ad from the Democratic Party talking about how they're gonna sue Trump. What is Zuckerberg trying to say with this? The unpredictability is way more interesting. What's my next scroll gonna be? Anime horse girls or the worst fucking rap song I've ever heard? Scroll again. Oh, that's a new 9/11 angle. I fucking love this app. Speaking of social media, anybody who uses this gif from the K-pop Demon Hunters movie deserves to be beheaded, de-spined, and have their spine used as a jump rope. I wanted to watch this movie despite not listening to K-pop. I can still enjoy it if it's a decent movie. I need to see the context for why this dude dick thrusts and creates a shockwave that blasts bitches into the stratosphere. He low-key just like me for real. Ladies, hit me up if you want a one-way trip to China. But this image triggers the sleeper cell activation switch and makes me see nothing but red. Even the edit of someone putting a dick in place of the cucumber couldn't make me laugh. And I still think Thug Shaker memes are funny in 2025. My humor is fried. But this gif deserves 1,000 deaths. Like I said before, mods, rip out his spine, shove it up its ass. A lot of people who watch superhero movies, specifically comic nerds, will tell you that when it comes to superhero suits, classic is better. Respectfully, fuck no. You're not convincing me that OG Robin is more drippy than the GOAT, Damian Wayne. If I saw someone's father forcing them to wear this, I'd call CPS. Actually, no, I'm calling Superman because this nigga's clearly doing something unspeakable to this child. Why else would he be wearing spandex? And why is the OG Superman wearing booty shorts? Why is OG Iron Man wearing tinfoil? Yeah, no. The best superhero suits don't start popping up until comics get proper shading. That's when we get the good shit. But another thing people who watch superhero movies nowadays may say is that heroes nowadays have too many damn lines on their costumes, and I disagree. In fact, I think we need to add more lines. This nigga is really trying to argue that Ryan Reynolds' suit wasn't the hardest I've ever seen a lantern look. Yeah, aight, buddy, get your ass on. Spider-Man with the tech looks awesome, and the Iron Spider even more so. This costume right here, this is just his normal fit. shit with the fucking CCP paint job. You can't fucking fool me, Xi Jinping. Get your ass out of here. James Gunn's Superman looks awesome. A perfect blend of old and new, although some dyslexic dumbass forgot how to draw an S. Even the Flash looks cool if you ignore the giant Ezra Miller elephant in the room and the walking like he has a neurological condition. Speaking of nerdy shit, we've got to talk about Zelda. Anybody who's been on Twitter has seen this post of whoever this person is getting casted as Zelda, or rumored to be getting casted as Zelda. It's not confirmed yet. Now, yes, they are trans, but I don't care. The issue I have is people trying to gaslight me into thinking they look like Zelda. Like, are we serious? No, she doesn't. Does she look like a British blonde woman to you? No, me neither. Notice how they couldn't use the latest iteration of Zelda. They had to use this version. You know, the one that isn't the first character alt in the latest Smash game. I feel like I'm going crazy. This has got to be one of those optical illusion things, you know, with the yellow and the gold dress versus the blue and the black one. That's how I feel. Everybody's telling me that something's here that I can't see. I feel insane. The only thing I see is the hairstyle. And maybe if I squint, she sort of looks like a Zelda cosplayer. Ironically though, they make a great Link. Perfect Link, actually. And to address the elephant in the room, I don't think they'd hire a trans woman to play Zelda in 2025 after people have been rejecting this kind of stuff, because regardless of the quality of the movie, I think Zelda being played by a biological man would be an instant no for like half of the country, if not the world. I'd still go see it out of curiosity, but like, come on. People are trying to say Superman is a woke movie before even watching it because the director made an analogy where he equated him to an immigrant, which is, you know, technically true. He is literally an illegal alien. So people would definitely rip the Zelda movie to shreds just because of that. Sad, but true. Okay, those are all the opinions I've got. If you don't like the video, you are gay. Unless you are already gay, then you are no longer gay. I'm gonna go play Sex with Hitler 2069, the latest installment in the Peak series. Bye.
I was just a kid in the suburbs doing alright. Then I became a young nigga overnight. When I catch low it's gonna be on site. 4.5s and ARDs. Up in the trenches with my new family. And a gang that's built on loyalty.